Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account and we are looking at the Twisted Realm. Now this is one that we usually don't look at, but there is a really cool guide that you can really do on rotation within the Twisted Realm. So right now we do have Dark Namora is up. The next boss will be the Dune Destroyer, and we can go through a couple different formations in here to really show you what it looks like. Now battle history in here doesn't make a huge difference. You can see though, when you look at the overall damage, that it is the same, guys. That we have what, 80 billion, 80, 73, 73. That is because this boss specifically is spawned kind of on a timer. If you don't kill any of the ads fast enough, the timer does not go through rotation, which is the reason why we are at the current rank. Now to get over this, you actually do have to kill the mobs a lot faster, which is a whole nother thing. But when it comes to the rewards, you'll get the same rewards regardless of if you continue to do additional attempts, if you're really pushing this game mode. But let's hop over, guys. I want to check out a guide that is out for all of the iterations of the Twisted Realm. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right, guys, so here it is. So this is over from the Chinese servers. We're going to run through all of the bosses, and I am going to show you the formations. I also like they have the pets in here. They have the pet levels in here. They also do have the artifacts within these formations, depending on who you have. So looking first at the Dune Destroyer, if you do have the level 15 Balbello, remember, if you do not have 15 or higher, this formation is not going to be the best in slot, which brings in the awakened version of Athalia. Now, with the exchange that just happened, most players do have Rem if they do not have the awakened version of Athalia built, which means most of us, including myself, is going right for this bottom row. Now, Demia, of course, we knew is going to be in every formation, guys. She is such a strong buffer within AFK Arena. Now, looking at these two right here, guys, if you do not have Demia, Mortis is the one to put in here, and I believe that is the Tide Bearer or Tide Caller. That is the artifact that is utilized in here using the Owl in this formation. Again, with this one, this is going to provide you the best damage and the best possible comps that you can use within here. Now, looking at the Ice Chimera, you can see, guys, this is the solid comp. Using Blade Ridge. If you don't have Blade Ridge, then it goes to our Winged Lion. If you don't have the Winged Lion, then it goes to the Owl. Now, also remember in this game mode, guys, there is only one team, making it incredibly easy with the one team that is in here. So we do have Grez, and you'll notice, guys, first team, Grez is used in there. We have the twins in there. We also, in this one, of course, have the original version of Aziz, because he is the only one at this point that can cancel Chimera's ult, which is super important. And then, of course, we have the awakened version of Solus in here to really help out, as well as the double calls on here for the artifact. Now we get into the next boss, the Burning Brute. That is right, guys. Boom. It is Grez again with this formation, and you'll see very, very similar. So we have the awakened version of Athalia. If you do not have Athalia, it is Entendre in this one. I am still running Entendre myself. And then Demia, if you do not have built, it is Solus, again, as a major buffer within there. And then this one does run Talisman. The one over here doesn't make a difference on the level, as it is not notated in there. Now, looking at Kane, it is Baden with the Baden SP, or excuse me, I believe that is the Solus SP effect. I don't know the icons itself, but I believe that is. But you can see, guys, Grez is in here with Baden. Then we have the twins. Then we have Palmer. Then we have the awakened version of Solus with the Owl. Overall, guys, you can see, looking at this, how important it is to build the twins, how important it is to build Grez and Palmer within these formations, guys. It is just absolutely game-changing to have these heroes built out and having these heroes maximized within formations. Now, looking here at Dark Namora, this is the one that we are currently looking at. We are running Solus in there, and then we do have Estrelda with the twins. This is the same formation again. Based on the damage, based on the utility in there, it does make a big difference for having out these heroes. Solus, of course, will ult almost completely nonstop, which is going to make very quick work of the Dreefs that the Dark Namora does go ahead and summon. Now, the last one is the reason why players absolutely hate Oden. Or excuse me, it's not Oden, it's the Grotesque Mage. Very similar to Oden with the triple eyes. But the Grotesque Mage, this is the reason, guys. So when you look at everything that you have up here, it is really about the timing. I tried to convert this, it didn't want to in the Google Translate, but overall what it does, guys, is I believe it has changed. If you watch some of the replays, which if we could check them out, I would. Before it was always alting Scarlet, 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 Scarlet. I believe the last iteration of the rotation was actually alting Demia in here to essentially build this out. But you can see, guys, we have different points that we do have to alt within the formations. If you're running this formation, specifically this formation, if you have that level 12 Winged Lion, make sure that you have the alt times down, which again, with the Grotesque Mage, this is one of the absolute biggest pain in the butt bosses that we have within AFK Arena. And the reason why everybody wants this done is you have to manual fight. You have to manual alt this entire fight in here. And again, looking at the rotation, we'll have to check it out at a later date, but you can also look at the best in slot formations and see exactly when they alt, because this variation does change. So again, what it used to be, and this might be exactly what it is, at 1 minute remaining on the clock, but I believe it was higher. I believe it was 1:10. We had Scarlet alt, then 1 we had alt again. So again, looking at this very last formation, guys, you're going to have to check the timers to see. Now, in addition, the timers are also going to make a big difference depending on how high you have these heroes built out. So again, when it comes to this hero, you might see a lot more effectiveness with the timing being off a lot. For instance, right here, it's got 50, 49, and then 40 seconds here, I believe, is when you have everybody alt. My problem is I cannot get them to live that long. Usually about 52 seconds, my entire team, based on my build, will actually die out. So I have different timers than what you're going to find in here. Now, the ones in here, of course, are the fully built every single hero with maxed out pretty much everything that we see. Can stay to this and very true to this, but you're going to have to adjust the times. So guys, I hope it helps with the Twisted Realm. Also, one of the big things that I note in here, guys, is the priority to build these heroes. A lot of players really do talk about it a lot. So when you look at the Awakened version of Athalia, we're seeing a lot more utility within game modes. But when you look at the twins, when you look at Grez, when you look at Demia, even when you look at Palmer, guys, they are the heroes that are being used in a majority of these formations. Now, also, when you transition this into the Nightmare Corridor, or you transition this into the Cursed Realm, every one of these heroes are being used. That is, again, the reason why we see the big priority for these heroes, is because their utility is in a lot of different game modes. Even again, when you transition these over to the Treasure Scramble, a majority of these heroes are still being used in all of those different formations. And as you continue to build up this Beast Resonance, really does make a game-changing difference in all of these different formations that we see within AFK Arena. So as you continue to build out the Beast, as you continue to build out these heroes, the effectiveness just goes up through the roof, guys, based on the builds of the heroes that we see here. So all right, guys, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.